Так, всем привет! Я совершенно неожиданно захотела все-таки пойти в The Elder Scrolls Online, хотя у меня масса других занятий сейчас, но вот что-то просыпаюсь и мне хочется. И тут приключение небольшое, и я думаю, что мы пройдем его. И вот, кстати говоря, тут есть очень интересные такие вещи, как путеводитель по данной локации. Описывается, какие ачивки можно получить, но я думаю, что такой краткий путеводитель. Ну и мы, разумеется, сейчас получим ежедневные награды, просто потому что она нам очень хорошо вписывается. И вот мы заходим на Стылую скалу, тут ночь, и я говорю, что ночь здесь меняется не в реальном времени, что не может не радовать. У нас есть шансы здесь увидеть и ночь, и утро, и день, и вечер, и все это несколько раз за время игры. И, честно говоря, мне это нравится гораздо больше, чем в Варкрафте, потому что я уже об этом говорила. Выходит, что в Варкрафте я все время вижу ночь. Это не очень-то весело, но что имеем, то имеем. И я здесь остановилась около путевого камня. И вот тут кто-то мне хочет дать дополнительное задание. Что у нее случилось? Да, слушайте, у тети проблемы большие. Она вообще никакая.
I can understand you. Oh my, I'm not a skeever.
Ну да.
No. Follow me. I'll show you.
Ну, давай попробуем. Какой-то кривой жезл. А мы тоже не начнем пищать, если мы его возьмем. Искривленный деревянный жезл. У основания вырезан доидрический символ.
Oh, thank Kine, you have it.
Да, вообще, что творится-то?
My friends and I were out hunting in the woods when a mad mage ran up and began throwing spells at us. I think he only nicked me. He dropped that wand in the snow as he left. I don't know how spells work. I tried picking up the wand, but it wouldn't let me. I think it does the spell, or undoes it. Look, my friends are Falta, Brend, and Runzenwild. They're skeevers now. Please find them and use the wand to fix them.
Ну и дела у них тут. Беспредел какой-то. Я приняла стратегию для нашего квестования. Это все-таки альт, у которого никаких здесь долгов, ничего нету. Мы не будем делать две вещи. Мы не будем собирать ресурсы. И мы не будем обшаривать каждый ящик. Это значительно замедляет геймплей. У нас тут еще снежная буря. Ох. Ну мы попали. Весело здесь жить.
Well?
We have to evacuate. Rana has no idea what she's doing. Did I ever risk your lives like this?
I'm glad you're awake. When Husgard brought you in, everyone thought for sure you'd die. Huh? Do I look like one? I'm glad you have to ask. I'm just Maisa's apprentice, so far anyway. She's been teaching me for about a year now. Ah yes, we start with a lump of metal and end up with something useful. Horseshoes and nails and swords and what's not. I hear there are other kinds of crafters on the mainland, but I'd never be anything but a smith. Have you seen the size of Maisa's arms? Hosgar says she once punched out a mammoth. Smithing is a great way to let out frustration, especially after Otagar comes over.
Did I ever risk
He's
your
a
lives
fisherman.
like this?
Fisher lad. He stops by every day to see me. He's always making dirty comments. Someday, my dad's going to hurt him.
Веселая охотница. Так, и вот у нас здесь против Раны проповедует.
Have you spoken to Rana? Seen what we're up against? Bleak Rock Island. I was in command for years until Captain Rana took over. Now we sit on our hands while she dithers and frets.
Ну да, ее один раз отстранили, теперь она очень во всем сомневается.
Lighting the watchtower. When we spot a ship, we're supposed to send a signal. We spotted one, but Rana's delaying. She wants proof it's not a merchant, so she sent our only boat after the ship. It's loaded with the garrison's troops. Foolish girl. We spotted a ship offshore. I think it's the Daggerfall Covenant. They've claimed lands to the northwest across the High Rock and Hammerfell. It might be a scout, but I still think we're in for a fight. Hulsgar the Miller found you along the shore. He was certain you were going to die, but he dragged you back to town just the same. Bleak Rock Island. I repelled an Aldmeri Dominion scouting party once, and we've had bandits and raiders aplenty. I handled every emergency, but Captain Rana won't listen to a word I say. You did take a hit to the head. 10 years back, when the Akaviri invaded from across the Eastern Sea, the Nords, Dark Elves, and Argonians united to throw them back. Now, we're the Ebonheart Pact. Huh. Once we smashed those snakes, they didn't come back. Nowadays, we got other problems. The Daggerfall Covenant and the Aldmeri Dominion.
Good to see you again, mate. You were unconscious at the time. I found you by the shore and brought you back to town. Marthor's been clucking over you since. So, what happened to you? Shipwreck? You seem spry for a soulless corpse. What does that mean? We don't need our souls? Ah, Stout always gets me philosophical. I should stick to mead. I should know. Follow your heart and keep off the skooma, I suppose. Seriously, I'd get your soul back. I bet it's important. Our caravel can take you to the mainland if it comes back. Some hours ago, the garrison spotted a ship sailing east. That young dark elf, Captain Rana, loaded up most of the troops in the caravel and sent them to take a look. That ship's a wallowing merchantman, not a warship. Like as not, they're all in the teeth of the ocean now. Which leaves this a fort without a garrison. No good comes of that, I says. I'm the miller. The big windmill yonder? Mine. Not that I often have work. Nothing much grows here. Every month or so we load our caravel with fish and trade them for grain in Solitude. It's not efficient to mill it here, but it is cheap. You were unconscious at the time. I found you by the shore and brought you back to town.
Можно другие использовать варианты, понятно. С кем тут еще можно побеседовать о том, и как вышли, так и не пытались этого сделать. и обследовать этот остров, потому что все равно такая буря, что прям даже холодно. Так, тут ни с кем особо не поговоришь. Можно что-то прочитать. Ну, я уже обещала, что мы не будем крысить. Потому что это, ну, очень будет. А хотя кое-что мы зря не сделали. Если у нее тут есть книги, то следует их открыть. А они у нее здесь есть. Вот.
I could just spit.
Поэтому это нужно делать обязательно. Но я давала честное слово, что тормозить игровой процесс мы не будем. И мы не будем. Тут и так очень много исследований. И здесь игра побуждает исследовать вообще каждый уголок, потому что здесь есть не только небесные осколки, которые нужно собирать. Это тоже наши очки таланта. Без этого тут тяжко. А во-вторых, еще попадаются книги гильдии магов. У меня был аддон, но аддон устарел за это время. Что это интересно за ода хрюшкам? Так, это игрок, это нас не интересует. Ода хрюшкам. Какая прелесть. Розовые пятачки. Хрюкайте, визжите и ройте. Резвитесь сегодня, а завтра будете в моем животике. Пятачки, почему вы такие вкусные? Как мамина кастрюля меняет вас. Сегодня вы пахнете грязью, а завтра благоухаете, как луга Совнгарда. Не меняйтесь, пятачки. Сестры меняются и начинают командовать, матери пилят и подгоняют, отцы кряхтят и ворчат. Оставайтесь такими, какие вы есть, вкусными. Народная поэзия. Я давал честное слово, что мы не будем крысить. Ну и что? Сама дала, сама взяла. Ну, книги хорошо перевели. Представляете, сколько у них было работы, учитывая тот факт, сколько в этой вселенной книг. Ну, кому-то пришлось попотеть с локализацией. Надеюсь, им хорошо за это заплатили. Хозяйственные заметки Эйры. Как прекрасно. Заштопать носки Денскара. Поучить Гринхильду шитью. Ха-ха. Попросить Даржу о тренировке в стрельбе снова. Такие плечи. Зашить рубашку Мотора. В счет платы Тилрани. Заставить Литтрека помочь Аймену с работой по дому. Заставить Аймена поджарить несколько лососей на продажу. Позвать Рану и Сень на обед. Снова расспросить об этих двух Гринхильду. Освежевать оленя, закоптить свиную корейку. Вернуть Ролунде бумаги, поговорить с Тилрани о Ране. Снова Ну, дальше мы... Да. В общем, тут очень все весело. Какие бытовые хлопоты у них. Потихоньку светлеет. Ой. И что мы тут еще особенно... Ну, здесь мы были, здесь мы были. Ну, кое-куда нас особо и не пустят, но кое-где можно побывать и что-нибудь прочитать.
You'd better be worth my time.
Да, вот как мы видим, рецепт, однако же. Да, тут есть читать полезно. Так, с книгами, я думаю, все. Поэтому ходить по домам и читать книги — это очень полезное занятие. У нас есть корабли, которые ведут в самые разные места. Ими можно воспользоваться. Это не просто так. Просто нам туда сейчас не надо, но вообще можно. Рыбачить мы тоже.
Aye?
Откуда здесь?
Are you then? Tag along in my skiff if you'd like.
Дозор
I
Давона
suppose it
и
depends where you want to go.
Валфоя. Нам ни туда, ни сюда, зато мы очень хорошо пришли. Мы молодцы. Без аддона нужно обследовать все, что у меня здесь есть. А есть у нас здесь там что-то, нечто, какой-то сундучок. Ага. И там нужно...
Shark's bones. What kind of mischief is this?
Я пользуюсь сомнительной репутацией. Мне придется как-то потом ее очистить. Ну просто тут вот он в ялике в этом. А как вот в этот ялик тут попадешь? Не, чтоб не красться. Ну, штраф 10 золотых с меня снимут.
Call the guards! There's a thief on the loose! Thief! Stop them before they get away!
Воровать так воровать. А что мне, я не помню. А, наверное, надо будет обратиться в воровскую гильдию. И сказать, парни, короче, тут... Ну, зато мы свистнули. Да, у меня тут гильдия воров. Ага. Как говорится, обещала быстро. Да, но у меня дурная теперь слава, мне что-то... Ну, если чуть-чуть отдохнуть, постоять. Ну, а нас люди со временем забудут, что я натворила. Опа. У меня теперь, скорее всего... Да, у меня теперь просто сомнительная репутация, но мы можем, как бы...
Your actions scream guilt. I see no contrition. That pains me. It really does. All right, you're paying blood.
The violence must stop!
Help!
В общем, это решение надо принимать буквально. Ну да, ну со стражниками это... Номер этот плохо проходит.
Aye? Aye? Are you then?
Веселуха. Просто в Дазер Давона можно... Но я не помню, как насчет, если б я...
There you are. Do not panic. Only you can see me.
Еще
Come, we have to
лучше.
talk.
Чтоб было не совсем грустно, тут еще пророк явился. Ну, я так и знала. Пророк, мне так сильно не до тебя. Меня тут вон, у меня все плохо. Началось в колхозе, господи, утро. Где хоть тут? У дорожного святилища, конечно. Там я могу... В убежище. Веселуха. Ха-ха-ха. Мне нужно поговорить с пророком. Да елки-палки. Ну да, пророк попросил нас в убежище. Ну, мы сделаем, конечно, этот текущий основной квест. Убежище у нас... Здесь недалеко, а?
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once. Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there. I awoke to choking ash in the air and the sounds of strife. I am in Morrowind, home of the Dark Elves, in a city called Davon's Watch. The Harborage is a ruin in the cliffs west of the city.
Это убежище тут за городом недалеко. Заодно мы попали в материковый Morrowind и видим тут, как тут все весело. И даже заодно и в эту бурю пепельную. Ну, здесь он идет от... как же его вулкан-то тут зовут? В общем, в Вилатейских горах тоже какой-то вулкан. Так, я поперлась, главное, не туда. Вот что самое интересное. Я говорю, да, действительно, каждые 5 уровней появляется это задание. Мы достигли 5-го уровня, оно у нас появилось, ну, в самый неудобный и неприятный момент. Вот здесь у него убежище в этих доидрических руинах. Так, здесь больше нечего читать, поэтому говорим сразу с пророком.
Welcome to the Harborage Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
Да, и мы оказались прям вообще посередине, черти где.
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality. but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colobian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Veron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Veron that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Veron as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Veron conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Veron to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest...
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Marco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh! Forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Веселуха.
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Marco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane melt. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Marco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Marco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Marco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Marco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Marco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nairn into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vestige. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the Harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Minimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.
Отлично. Мы сделали основной квест для этого уровня. Ремесленные нам не интересно. Очень интересно. И до 10 уровня нас пока это не будет тревожить. Поэтому мы спокойно возвращаемся на Стылую скалу после небольшого приключения с преступлениями. Незапланированного совершенно. И я прям честно скажу, что я особо никогда не попадалась. Это очень уникальный сундучок, до которого фиг доберешься, чтобы в скрытность уйти. Так.
Seek me by the cliffs outside Devon's Watch. Hurry.
Здрасте, господи. Ну вот очень он интересно срабатывает. Ну чё, прёмся обратно, чё? О, господи. Пророк, а ты сразу не мог? Вот, слушайте,
Where in oblivion did these things come from?
Как идиоты. Ехали назад, Ну вот да, пророк срабатывает, когда ты куда-то после этого к городу подходишь. Подошел к городу и назад. Ну и мы радостно ездим по материковому Morrowindu, любуемся вулканическими пейзажами, немножко материмся, мол, что-то сразу не мог. Но вот тут такая механика. Пророк-то хорошо, но нам бы тогда... Все нажитое непосильным трудом у нас отобрали. А все потому, что мне захотелось в сундучок залезть. Ну и ладно.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The God of Schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the Foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
И мы отправляемся в холодную гавань.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the Foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them. I'll do my best. Lead on. These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore.
You! Back to work, slave! This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa, is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Her mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here?
Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws. Excellent. I'm ready.
She's all alone. All alone in the...
Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Money Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure as bones it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe! It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Ah, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm.
I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel... like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide, but now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it. Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. Did you hear that? That sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai.
весело тут здесь. Ох, как весело.
Something's wrong. All the doubt, the fear, the loneliness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go.
И мы видим полностью испытание героя в одном отдельно взятом квесте. Просто вот оно, хорошенькое, цельное. Все как надо сделанное. Не просто пошли, побежали и что-то сотворили. Просто даже говорить ничего не хочется. Настолько это все хорошо и правильно сделано.
Defend us. That thing. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. Did it! The voices, the whispering. It's gone. This whole time it was like watching myself from a distance. I felt disconnected. But now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Let's get out of here. We need to rescue Sai. Then we've got a world to save.
Nearest, child. Are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The Vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of him. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige. When the time comes, I will call upon you once more. I won't advise you to...
You pulled me from the pits of oblivion. I owe you a debt of honor, small one. And a Titanborn pays her debts. It's a wretched place. A haunt of cowards, traitors, and lost souls. And Daedra. Their vile spells violated my mind. Forced me to doubt myself, to disobey my own will. They'll pay for that. And pay dearly. After the Soul Burst, one of the five, Sai Sahan, fled with the Amulet of Kings. According to the Prophet, it's the only object in the world that can repair the tear in the veil between Tamriel and Oblivion. I'm no mage. I'm a warrior. I have no knowledge of such things. My skill is with a blade, as Manamarco will discover when I remove his head from his narrow shoulders. Yes, I'll be fine, now. I know it sounds strange, but I knew you would come. I had faith in you. I still do. I hope we can be good friends.
Конечно, главный квест хорош, очень хорош. Просто восхитительно хорош. Грамотно сделан. Каждый его этап само по себе испытание. И он весь в целом испытание. И для них всех, и для нас. То есть каждый из них проходит испытание. И мы проходим свое испытание вместе с ними. То есть тут несколько кругов. Как говорится, их тут 1, 2, 3, 4. Не считая Манимарк, которых не здесь. И мы, и каждый проходит свое испытание. И в целом, и в частности. Еще с отдельными маленькими вот такими закольцованными для каждого. Вот так примерно надо делать квесты. Потому что... Очень здорово, и нам нужно подумать. Надо было, конечно, либо одну из наших способностей перевести на затраты запаса сил, а не все на магию, потому что на данный момент нам некуда тратить запас сил, У нас пока что все на магию, и это не очень хорошо. Мы пока оставим, может, мы все-таки что-нибудь получим. Я подумаю над этим. Потому что пока что у меня все на магию, это не есть хорошо. Во-первых, магии надолго не хватит. Во-вторых, я совсем не трачу запас сил. Надо немножко приходить в себя или хотя бы у гильдии бойцов. Открыть гильдию бойцов и у нее навык получить. А то так нехорошо. Ну, я надеюсь, мы все-таки... Люблю я ездить не туда. Вот очень хорошо сделанный главный квест тут можно в учебник вставлять. Это прям даже говорить ничего не хочется, потому что это хорошо. Это правильно и красиво, потому что меня несет я никак не туда-то. Совсем уже. Ну да. Не, ну посмотри, наглые какие, а. Беспредельщики. Ну что ж,
There you are, Vestige. Come to the Harborage. We must speak.
Я такая бодрая сказал, да, мы на Стылой скале. А вон какая Стылая скала? По-моему, уже можно менять название стрима на прохождение главного квеста. А что, они как-то это занерфили, что ли? Просто раньше было, ну не так. Такой странный стрим. Сначала мы появились на Стылой скале, огребли крупных звездюлей за воровство. Все, что наше-то непосильным воровским трудом у нас отняли вместе с нашей жизнью. И посчитали, что мы теперь молодцы и перевоспитались. Ну, круто. Вот. И теперь мы, стоит нам выйти из убежища и дойти до города, нас постоянно прямо дают продолжение основного квеста. Я не знаю, что происходит. Раньше это было не так. А сейчас он прямо идет основным потоком. И мне кажется, можно после окончания видео менять название сегодняшнего стрима. Потому что не я не железное, время у меня не резиновое. Ну и, соответственно, мы больше уже ничего не успеем на сегодня. Никакие квесты Стылой скалы мы не сделаем. Мы делаем основной квест, потому я даже не знаю, чего и кому обещать. Потому что при мне во времена далекие, когда я это играла, квест появлялся очень сильно иногда. А теперь вот он прямо... Я сюда пришла на корабль полюбоваться. Собственно. И тут, чтобы хорошо полюбоваться, надо с лошади сойти. Ну, я не имею никакого желания отстраняться от главного квеста. Во-первых, я получаю даже не просто сторителлерское удовольствие, его наблюдая. Я прям-таки получаю сторителлерский оргазм какой-то. Это очень хорошо сделано. Просто заряд чистого удовольствия. Лирис сверкает неожиданными гранями своего таланта, играя музыку. И в этой игре это вот не еда, зелье и все прочее. Это не так, как в Варкрафте, учтите. Здесь сытый персонаж, живой персонаж. Здесь еда и прочие положительные эффекты. очень важны, они дают очень много. Это две большие буквально разницы у персонажа. Сытый он или не сытый. Поэтому...
My father taught me this song. Pretty, isn't it? I guess I'm feeling a little homesick.
Норм, давай, играй.
Good, you are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely. Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige. Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Davon's watch. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Menamarco. If it is truly an agent of Menamarco's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread...
Мы пойдем в город, расспросим, что они знают. Вообще-то нам надо прокачивать лошадь. И полный цикл ее прокачки чуть ли не полгода занимает. На самом-то деле. Здесь все очень непросто. У нас очень медленный ого-го.
Since the war began, the market has never been busier. Let me think. Ah, yes, Imperial Fellow. Tall, brusque, rather boorish. He pushed me while I was haggling at the market. Scurried off toward the east end of town when I tried to have words with him. Typical.
Да, этим персонажем у меня... Вот мы сидим на своей Стылой Скале, а надо выступить в гильдии бойцов и гильдии магов. И у нас будут опции в диалоге, устрашения и убеждения. А их сейчас нету. Вот так вот. Тут надо все-таки...
He was heading towards the stables. Truth be told, I put him out of my mind until just this minute. I don't even know if I'd recognize him if I saw him again.
Строения материковых ночных эльфов. Такие темные, вулканические и прекрасные. Как давно я здесь не была.
Avani is a great blacksmith. His daggers are sharp enough to cut the air.
Ну, если что, мы сейчас, кстати, можем зайти в гильдию бойцов и гильдию магов. И мы увидим, как начнут пухнуть наши елки-палки, квесты. Но без убеждений и запугивания не очень хорошо жить на белом свете, но у нас все равно нету на это пока что очков талантов.
I wasn't going to ask you for coin. I'm no beggar. I prefer to sleep out here where it's warm. Come to think of it, there was some out-of-towner mucking about in the abandoned stable last night. I didn't pry. None of my business. Also, he was armed. I'm no fool. Nothing else to tell, I'm afraid. It all happened rather quickly.
Так, и где тут эта заброшенная конюшня? О, заброшенный подвал. О, убежище червя. Мы тоже слегка некроманты, чё уж что ли. Мы тоже не очень-то белые, пушистые. У нас с пушистостью вообще серьезные проблемы. Ходят тут всякие. Коллеги по ремеслу. Who are you?
How dare you trespass here?
Дневник вот этого нехорошего, подозрительного эльфаса. Воистину необычное предложение. Я совершал вечернюю прогулку и решил перекусить в глухом переулке. Ты шо, вампир? Когда заметил, что на шее имперца, которым я питался, висит золотой медальон. Я в тот же миг узнал вещицы символ культа черного червя. Пока я раздумывал над этим, я услышал глухой удар, с которым тупой объект бьет по плоти и кости, и мой мир погрузился во мрак. Тупой вампир. Я проснулся в пещере, привязанный к стулу, моя голова гудела от неприятной покалывающей боли. И несколько культистов в капюшонах окружили меня, и глаза каждого безошибочно сверкали жаждой убийства. Мне они даже понравились. Один из культистов отличался от остальных, и почти сразу я признал в нем их лидера. Он был холоден, но спокоен и, похоже, совершенно меня не боялся. Он представился как Абнур Тарн. «Привет!» Он был в какой-то степени огорчен тем, что я решил поужинать одним из его самых верных стражей. Обычно, как он объяснил, меня бы лишили физического тела за подобное нарушение, но он сказал, что ему понравился мой стиль и мои жестокие наклонности. Сказал, что я подаю большие надежды, и он хотел бы заключить взаимовыгодное соглашение. Если я соглашусь вступить в культ червя, я могу заменить погибшего. Я буду жить в удобном подземном логове в пределах города, что обеспечит меня непрерывным потоком еды и практически бесконечным запасом черных камней душ. Соглашение выглядело многообещающе, но просто чтобы поиграть в адвоката Даэдры, я спросил, какова альтернатива. В ответ Тарн прямо у меня под ногами открыл портал в хладную гавань. Мой стул зашатался, а мои уши наполнились криками обреченных. Было приятно послушать, но я бы не хотел испытать это на себе. Не надо и говорить, что я выбрал службу. Теперь я коротаю свои деньки, сторожа эту вонючую пещеру и выползаю на городские улицы после захода солнца. Не самое плохое существование. На самом деле я даже стал обучаться некромантии. Может, когда-нибудь сам Тарн согласится обучить меня наилучшим приемам. Время покажет. А в моем распоряжении все время мира, не так ли? Какая лапочка, слушайте. Сфера разговора. Это что такое?
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me?
Привет, чувак! Тебя-то нам и надо.
This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately. Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident? How dare you speak to me in such a... Wait. You're not one of ours, are you? Colour me intrigued. You speak to Abner Tharn, Overlord of Nibene and Chancellor of the Elder Council. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you contact me? Fascinating. Are you merely a blundering local, I wonder, or something more? Are you indeed? I didn't think that Redguard had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Let me give you some free advice. Forget about Sai Sahan. Even if I told you where he was, attempting a rescue would be suicidal. Of course I do. But do you really think I'd tell you and risk incurring Menemarco's wrath? I think not. Ah, the owner of this place returns. And he doesn't look pleased. Farewell.
You! Get away from that!
Это еще что за хау-ду-ду? Было очень неприятно познакомиться. Очень. Вы какие-то вообще недружелюбные. Обхамили как могли. Ну что за жизнь? Интересно, почему я не наступила на эту ловушку, когда шла сюда? Ох, вернуться в убежище.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Not today.
Can't you see I'm busy?
You've returned. What have you found? Abnathan shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn. Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions? I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell. We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join him on a quest to recover a lost artifact called the Amulet of Kings. The 5 included Varen, myself, a Red Guard named Sai Sahan, Abner Tharn, and the traitor Manimarco. You only know him as the man who killed you and stole your soul. But back then, he was Emperor Varen's most trusted advisor. It was Manimarco who convinced Varen to search for the Amulet of Kings. Varen wasn't a true Dragonborn Emperor. He didn't share Alessia's bloodline. Manimarco said the amulet could change all that. He said he could use it to perform a ritual that would turn Varen into a true Dragonborn. It took us more than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet and returned to Cyrodiil to perform the ritual. Manimarco set us up. The ritual caused a violent explosion of magical energy. We lost Varen. Sai Sahan and I were declared outlaws. Manimarco convinced the Elder Council to recognize Abner Tharn's daughter Clivia as Empress Regent, but Manimarco was the true power behind the throne. Sai Sahan and I went into hiding. There was a bounty on our heads. Well, the legend says that the Dragonfires were created from the blood of Akatosh and given to Saint Alessia. When a new emperor is crowned, they're supposed to relight them to prove that they're a true heir of Alessia, one of the Dragonborn. It took us more than 2 years. Abner Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council, and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also Manimarco's toady. Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire, and he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. The Worm Cult obviously doesn't share those loyalties. Tharn would never trust them, but he's too much of a coward to betray them. Maybe. But what could we offer him? He's already got more gold than the gods themselves. I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on the Prophet. Hopefully that orb will help him find out where Sai Sahan is being held. Once we know that, we can plan our next move.
Сегодня какой-то день сурка интересный. Что-то изменилось в этой системе главного квеста. Я просто же очень сильно прикалываюсь, но... Ну что ж поделать.
The fog has lifted, Vestige. The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the Harborage. We have an unexpected guest who demands your presence.
Странно. Действительно, что-то изменили. Может, его можно вообще сделать без перерыва. Только у нас получается квест, и мы ездим туда-сюда, из дозора до вон в убежище. Из дозона до вода, до... Все. Я начинаю заикаться. Да, что-то изменили. Давненько я не брал в руки шашек. Давненько я не трогала мышкой Elder Scrolls Online. Иначе будем делать, пока мне это не надоест. Ну, время тоже не резиновое. Я думаю, это так или иначе. How do you do? Абнуртар. Какого нахрен хрена?
Have a little chat with your beggar friend, then you and I need to talk.
Don't ask me. I don't like this anymore.
We have an unexpected guest, Vestige. My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Saisahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended, and contacted Abnathan. He admits that he knows Saisahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you directly.
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency. Menimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Saisahan. Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price. If Manimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abnathan, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum. Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear. Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Menimarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Saisahan's location in return. You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Saisahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
Tharn is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Saisahan, we must do this. Go with the Vestige, Lyris. Rescue Tharn. Give him the chance to redeem himself. He may surprise you.
Ну, пойдем. Крепость Манимарка, замок Чермя. Да, мы оказались в такой жопе мира.
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of soul-shriven outside Manimarco's castle. As luck would have it, Manimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed. But there are... You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
What a skeever. Improvise, he says. I can't believe we're risking our lives to rescue that skeeving Horker. Subtlety and stealth. Let's not bring the entire castle guard down on our heads. And didn't he say this was a town of soul-shriven? Maybe we can find one who knows his way around. Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
Поговорить с рабами.
Real. You can't be. The only real people here are the worms. Go away, I'll call the guards. They'll probably take me too. Just go! Leave me alone!
Так всю жизнь утверждающе, что прям на Россию похож.
Famazar's people have a saying, "May your roads lead you to warm sands." How in the sight of 2 moons did Famazar end up here? He thinks he must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Feet first. That is the fastest way in. Ask Cadwell. That crazy bastard seems to know every corner of this place. You better hurry, though. I heard they just chased him into a building near the waterway.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
Do you like your skin? I think we can find another use for it. How dare you defy the Order of the Black Worm, slave? What are you doing here? Intruders!
I say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so, how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department? Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree? Tiberius Garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons. I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
That might be our best chance to get inside.
Веселенькое место.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers. This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam. Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside. Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game? Onward! Ha ha!
Ну, блин.
Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. One more after this one. This should do it. There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea. A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far. I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered around the premises. Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy night is starting to grow on me. Should I be worried?
Oh no, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
Shut up. I'm trying to work here.
None. The one on the throne is a patsy, and the one in the tower isn't useful anymore.
That's not even funny. Get back to work, would you?
What? It's true. Lord Manamarco is gonna peel his skin off and make a particularly ugly flesh Atronach out of him. Mark my words.
And if you don't help me, I'll make sure you're sewn up right alongside him. Now shut up!
С прибытием канцлера сварливого небинайского политика по имени Абнур Тарн атмосфера в замке короля червей определенно приняла забавный оборот. Он выщелкивает свои смехотворные приказы и ожидает, что мы будем удовлетворять все его капризы. Когда мы не обращаем на него внимания, он бушует, словно ребенок, выкрикивая: «Вы знаете, кто я такой?» И Манимарко услышит об этом. Король червей считает его бесполезным шутом. Я сам слышал, как он это говорил. Но Тарн не идиот. Я уверен, он подозревает, что пользы в нем больше не видят. Теперь, когда его дочь сидит на рубиновом троне, а владыка Манимарко забивает ей голову манией величия, власть Тарна не стоит того воздуха, который необходим, чтобы объявить о ней. Императрице-регентам легко управлять с помощью ярких безделушек, шелков и редких деликатесов. Ой, кто б мной бы так поуправлял бы немножко, да? Она не испытывает большой любви к своему отцу и, насколько я знаю, даже не интересовалась его отсутствием. Несмотря на многие годы политического опыта при императорском дворе, старик не оказался и в половину таким хорошим манипулятором, как Марко. Считать, что он все еще ценен здесь, самый большой просчет Тарна. В общем и целом мы все расходный материал, а он особенно. Никакая власть Сиродили не значит ничего для повелителя жестокости и лорда порабощения. Но бессильные истерики Тарна продолжают быть невероятно потешными. Думаю, рано или поздно я от них устану. Однажды я налью бокальчик хорошего вина и с удовольствием буду смотреть на его метание, когда его душу будут вырывать из тела, как и души тысяч других до него.
You, hurry up! The worms are on the move.
Веселенькое местечко.
There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it. Here's a thought. The flesh atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own atronach, it would be bound to obey you. You could force it to smash through the barrier. It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to walk you through it. You'll need some good-sized chunks of flesh. Take them to the laboratory and I'll contact you there.
I can't imagine how the worms get used to this.
Да, фигня вопрос, слушай.
It takes a lot to make me ill, but this is getting there. Not the most glamorous task, is it?
Да уж точно. Какое веселое место. Эти барельефы с черепами и прочими всякими жуткостями. Лирис, отойди. Мы сделаем жуткую картиночку. Так, все, конечно, хорошо. Ой.
Let's not tell any bard.
Там какой-то жуть элитный.
Freezing in here. At least that means the body parts won't smell as bad.
Ой.
I can't believe we're doing.
Так. Ну что произошло? А, я небось на французскую раскладку перешла. Вот что произошло. Это у меня бывает. Да, Лирис,
Can't believe we're doing this.
Не хочу я с тобой говорить на самом-то деле. Ой, как тут красиво, фу, не очень.
Put everything in the circle? Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book.
Ритуал связывания атронавта.
Ha! We'll make a necromancer of you yet.
Ну, как бы это... В общем, я уже...
You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
Да что ж, меня все тянет к Лире.
I can't say I'm
Жуть с ружьем. Ну-ка, Лирис, отойди. Да уж, отойди, конечно. Маленький веселый электорат стоит. Такой же активный, как наш.
Fan out!
There he is.
Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can.
Attack!
Так.
So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection. And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower. A fair question. I know things. Things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menimarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes, and to replace him. The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menimarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself. I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Началось в колхозе утро.
Now, Tharn. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Shall we test your limits? Infuriating. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting!
Будем ману экономить. Блин.
Your strength surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
Manimarco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council? His power wanes, Vestige. Strike him down, while his attentions are on me.
How dare you betray me, Zahn! Your suffering will be legendary.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all. Because Manimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk. First things first, we need to get out of here alive. We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
Веселенькое место.
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Arcade preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old daring do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt. Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise. Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise? Well, that's settled then. And after all, you do need someone to lead you out of here. Onward! Into the chute, come on!
Какое веселое место.
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
My estates, my titles, my own life, it's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods Manimarco will pay dearly for this. Of course, I am Abner Tharn. It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Manimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him.
Тебя сейчас Лирис убьет тут нахрен.
Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says. He'll always be Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige.
Какие имперцы и без охраны. Хорошо, сиди.
You are angry. It is to be expected. I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius. In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was. You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. I caused this, all of this. If Molag Bal destroys this world, the blame will be mine, and mine alone. You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector, but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance. We must find Sahan. Everything depends on that. In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more information. I did not foresee Abner's defection, but I welcome it. Manimarco fears him, and with good reason. He can help us. I feel certain of it.
Ладно, над этим я подумаю.
I say, you do get into some wild adventures, don't you? This place is so odd. Did you know that fire here is actually warm? Brilliant!
Varen and I have work to do, but you and I will talk.
I'm sorry I lied to you. I hope we can still be friends. I wanted to tell you the truth, but the Varen didn't think it was wise. I hope you can forgive us. Forgive me. After Manimarco betrayed us, Tharn went right on being his lapdog so that his daughter Clivia could remain on the throne. He's a traitorous pig. Bastard had it coming. Varen will figure something out. Maybe Tharn can actually help us, but I still don't trust him. He'll knife us in the back first chance he gets, mark my words.
I understand your anger, Vestige, but I hope you will give me the opportunity to make reparations for my transgressions. My intentions are honorable, I promise you.
Ну да, даже если нам и дадут что-нибудь в продолжение, то продолжать мы уже не будем, потому что и починиться, и продаться, и вообще оглядеться по сторонам. Кроме колец ничего хорошего не дают, а у нас такие древние доспехи, что хочется плакать.
You! Tharn wants to speak to you! Go to the Davon's Watch Mages Guild! Quick! Quick!
Хорошо поговорили. Но мне все равно в гильдию магов было бы неплохо отправиться, слушайте.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you? I never knew that about niches. Have to try that next time I'm in the field. Honor to you, Sarah. Welcome to the Magus Guild Hall. I realize that our presence here in the temple is unconventional, but I'm afraid that our former hall was razed just recently. One does what one must, yes? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? It's a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanis will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. While many of us here in Davon's Watch hold true to the Dragon Banner, when we're on guild business we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. Vanis Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members, and from time to time projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up Excellent. Welcome to the Mages Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incanabula. She's in the...
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Так, где тут спуститься-то вниз?
I'll have his heart.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while. I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information. By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault. Granted, Minimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings. You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the soul burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen? Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original five. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan. In the chaos following the soul burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location. He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held. Minimarco keeps his most secret documents at Knife Ear Grotto in Deshan, inside a hidden lair of Daedric cultists. We must travel there and search for clues. Head to Knife Ear Grotto in the eastern mountains of Deshan. I will meet you inside. If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive your assuredly erudite elucidations. Proceed. Well, if you must pry, I am Chancellor to the Elder Council and Overlord of Nibene. But of all my titles, the greatest is my family name, Tharn. We are the greatest of the noble houses, with seats at the imperial court for countless centuries. Politicians? A grossly inadequate word to describe our duties and our legacy. The Tharns have a storied history of advising kings and emperors that can be traced back to the First Era. We understand Clivia. She is comfortably lodged in Minimarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabard. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah, fair Clivia. My charming girl grew to be a ruthlessly ambitious woman. I taught her well. Ah, there's the rub. With my untimely defection, my family will likely be divested of its holdings. The name Tharn is probably being stricken from every document in the Imperial archives as we speak. I detest being on the wrong side of history. Don't sound so smug about it. This is a setback, nothing more. By allying with you, I will liberate the Empire from Minimarco's grip. The Empire is all that matters to me. I will do what I must to ensure its survival.
Ну, мы, в общем-то, уперлись головой Тоже нам нужно довольно-таки далеко ехать. И я туда не поеду. Мы сейчас найдем гильдию бойцов, вступим в нее, чтобы у нас были не только убеждения, но и угрозы. И на этом пока попрощаемся. Я не думала, что основной квест стал таким нон-стопом. Да и вообще хорошенького понемножку. Это было здорово. И это по-прежнему здорово, но в нем есть отголоски той системы, какой она была каждые 5 уровней, когда он был. И нас посылают, ну, очень далеко и очень неудобно. У нас там ничего не открыто, потому что мы там не квестились и так далее и тому подобное. Это уже дешан. И нам самое умное, что мы действительно можем сделать, это в гильдию бойцов сейчас поехать. Получить навык убеждения. Ну и на этом пока все. Мы благополучно провалили все свои планы о том, чтобы поквеститься на Стылой Скале. Ну, что же поделать.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
Not for crafting.
I'll need a new blade before I go into the field. 3 keep you, traveler. Welcome to the Darvin's Watch Guildhall. The Fighters Guild. Have you come to join our worthy crusade? We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk about it for a moment? Good, good. I know we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Sees All Colors here is our new guildmaster. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their dark anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains fall from the sky. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Guildmaster Jofnir passed away recently, and very suddenly. We always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand, but he passed in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader. No, our blades are in service to the Guild. We're neutral in the war between the 3 alliances. Some of us follow the Dragon Banner and King Yoren, of course, but every race, every creed, belongs under the Guildhall's roof. Smart question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. Then welcome to the family, as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the day.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Самое умное, что мы действительно можем сделать, это все-таки вернуться на Стылую Скалу и продолжить следующий раз ее квесты. Потому что основной квест нас ведет пока очень далеко. Это было очень интересно, неожиданно для меня. Очень неожиданно для меня. Но сейчас это будет очень долго. Кстати, вот здесь есть что еще интересное. Укрытие всяких темных личностей. Очень прикольная. Ну, здесь можно получить квесты на Темное Братство, на Гильдию Воров. Что-то из этого. В основном здесь может продать краденое.
I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
Where else can you get rid of ill-gotten?
Ну, у нас все отобрали. Так вот. Но если нужно будет торговать краденым, то это будем делать здесь. Но не сейчас. Так что нас послали исследовать Стылую Скалу. И мы благополучно этим сегодня не занимались. И уже, честно говоря, довольно-таки поздно делать. Поэтому все, что умного мы можем сейчас сделать, это вернуться в город. Я буду чинить свои устаревшие доспехи, разговаривать с торговцами, и все мы будем делать уже потом, в следующие разы. Так я обманула всех, думала, что мы будем тут, а мы не очень-то.
No, you monster!
Вот так вот. Поэтому, но главный квест — это очень интересно. И я хочу напомнить, когда-то давно на одном из стримов по World of Warcraft, когда я была особенно недовольна очередным этапом, нас ждет великое испытание, поэтому пойди там открути 10 голов. Заметьте, 3 часа играем, сделали несколько этапов главного квеста в этой игре. Хоть раз были элементы гринда, не было их. Вот так вот и надо бы делать квесты. Я почему говорю, мне здесь очень хорошо находиться, потому что мало того, что история интересная, но она не тормозится каким-нибудь глупым сбором хвостов ни разу. И это огромное достоинство этой игры. И прямо скажем, я не очень хорошо себя чувствую, и поэтому я уже элементарно устала. И на этом мы прощаемся, когда у меня будет время. Мы действительно сделаем эту несчастную стылую скалу и выйдем в материковый Morrowind, Stone Falls. Очень хочется уже в Morrowind, а не к Нордам. Здесь небольшое приключение. Но вот мы увлеклись главным квестом и обнаружили, что у него теперь фактически нету гейтинга в виде каждых 5 уровней. Он идет сплошным потоком, и он уже посылает нас в места, до которых мы будем, очень долго ехать. Он посылает нас в Дишан, это уже во вторую локацию. Вот это Stone Falls, а вот это Дишан. И пока я вспомню, как туда едут, это будет... Ну что хорошо, что меня радует в нашей ситуации, это то, что... Несмотря на то, что мои аддоны устарели, они благополучно работают и показывают на карте книги гильдии магов и небесные осколки. Это важно. Но я уже полный овощ. Если я выйду еще на стримы, я выйду на стримы бета-теста второго Диабло, хотя это действительно заунывный и устаревший геймплей портянки прадеда. Но, естественно, я в него никогда не играла, и я хочу посмотреть, что же там будет. Если у меня будут силы. Я сегодня все равно, кроме как засидения на компьютере, я ни на что не способна. Сегодня очень жарко. Я себя ужасно чувствую. Меня вчера это мое ужасное самочувствие прервало все мои творческие планы в виде написания рецензий и прочего умного. Я ничем умным не могу заниматься творческим, поэтому я сижу и стримлю. Но тут восхитительный квест, просто эталонный, можно в учебнике вносить, как надо делать интересный квест. И именно таков главный квест персонажа вот в игре The Elder Scrolls Online. Это здорово. Просто любуюсь по многочисленным просьбам трудящихся, когда он закончится, могу нарисовать все схемы этого квеста, все схемы испытаний героя, которые проходили мы и проходили вот все эти наши напарники. И как и сколько раз это все закольцовано. И на каких этапах. Потому что это настоящий мономиф, эталонный из учебника. Это очень круто. Я действительно со всеми прощаюсь, иначе меня сейчас будут на булочку намазывать. Всем пока, мои хорошие.